Welcome students, welcome to my next video. My dear students, we are going to now deal with the second last topic of civics, that is the state government. Before I start the topic, it's a request, students. Please, if you like the video, please like it. If you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it. And also share it with those people who are not having the facility, especially online facilities. Please share it so that even they may get benefit of it. मेरे प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, मैं इस पाठ में थोड़े से हिंदी में बोलने का प्रयास करूंगा. मुझे आपसे गुजारिश है कि अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया तो उसको लाइक करें. अगर आपने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो इसे सब्सक्राइब करें और इस वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों के पास पहुंचाएं, क्योंकि ये अभी जो है लॉकडाउन का पीरियड है. इस लॉकडाउन में पाठशाला तो नहीं चल रहा है, ऑनलाइन की सुविधा है. सभी पाठशालाओं में ऑनलाइन की सुविधा नहीं है, तो आप उन लोगों को ये वीडियो दे सकते हैं जिसको ऑनलाइन की सुविधा नहीं है, ताकि वे लोग भी कुछ सीख सकें. Yes, my dear students, we have learned in the previous chapters all about the central government. We have seen President as the nominal head, and the real power lies with the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. We also saw what is the role of the President, what is the role of the Vice President, what are the roles laid down for the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. But now what we are going to learn is, we are going to learn the government at the state level. Now, as we all know, we have a federal system of government. If I say federal, there are two governments, one at the center, other one at the state. So, we are going to now today focus totally on the state government. Now, my dear students, we need to know why so much importance was given to the state government. अगर सेंटर में प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, प्रेसिडेंट है, जो हमारा देश चला सकता है, तो स्टेट में, हमारे राज्य में, हम जहाँ रहते हैं वहाँ के लिए अलग गवर्नमेंट क्यों चाहिए? ये एक प्रश्न है. It's a question. Since ours is the federal system of government, why this federal system of government has come into existence? It's very simple. We have various regions, and each and every region have different language. There are different religions, and all have their regional characteristics. And it is quite difficult for the central government to look after these differences. So the federal system was set up in India, so that the state government can cater to all the needs of that particular region. Like for example, I will say Maharashtra. Since we are living in Maharashtra, the state government, they will look at the aspects which Modi ji cannot look at it. Like Uddhav Thackeray ji. Uddhav Thackeray ji is leading the ministry. He has to look after the culture and the traditions, and he has to protect the language and also various religions which are there in Maharashtra. And he has to cater to all the needs of the people in Maharashtra. However, Jammu and Kashmir was an exception before, but now even Jammu and Kashmir has been given the status of a separate state. Now, my dear students, further we will see the state legislature. Okay, before I go to state legislature, I would like to say we have got 29 constituent states. The state governments have responsibility of governance of these states. Likewise, the parliament at the central level, state has its own legislature. But only 7 states in India are having bicameral legislature or 2 houses. And I'm proud to say Maharashtra is having bicameral legislature. The member of the state legislature is known as MLA, or he is also called as MLC. MLA means the member of the state legislative assembly. MLC means member of the state legislative council. Now, my dear students, let us see the legislature of Maharashtra, because we are staying in Maharashtra. We should know what is the composition. Now, legislature of Maharashtra has 2 houses, namely Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. Vidhan Sabha, the other word we use, legislative assembly. Vidhan Parishad, legislative council. Now, let us see more about Vidhan Sabha. Vidhan Sabha is the first house of the Maharashtra legislature, comprises of 288 members. In case there is inadequate representation of Anglo-Indian community, governor nominates 1 member of the community in the Vidhan Sabha. Some seats are reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Maharashtra is divided into territorial constituencies for the purpose of election. 1 member from each of the constituencies. Tenure of the Vidhan Sabha. The tenure of the Vidhan Sabha is 5 years, or elections can be held before that, before the completion of 5 years. Any citizen residing in Maharashtra who has completed 25 years of age is eligible to stand for election to the Vidhan Sabha. Now let me speak about the Speaker of Vidhan Sabha. The proceedings of the Vidhan Sabha is carried out under the supervision of the guidance of the Speaker. The elected member to the newly constituted Vidhan Sabha elect the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker. Vidhan Sabha from amongst themselves. Speaker has many responsibilities which range from power to prepare the order of business, to carry out proceedings of the House in a disciplined manner, or to suspend the member for misbehavior and misconduct in the absence of the Speaker. Now, all this work can be done by one more person in the absence of the Speaker, that is, when the Speaker is not around, if he is having or if he is not in session, the Deputy Speaker can take over and carry out his duty. Maharashtra legislature conducts minimum 3 sessions in a year. The budget session and the monsoon session is conducted in Mumbai, while the winter session is conducted in Nagpur. Yeah, students, this is all about in the first part. Thank you, students. And a request to all my students. If you like the video, please like it. If you are not subscribed it, please subscribe it. And also share it with others. I wish you all the best.